They're a regular here at Empire. We love them very much. Clap it up, make some noise for Caleb Theodore Sherman, everybody! Hell yeah, Empire Comedy Club sold out on a Saturday. How the hell are we? Yes, hell yeah. You heard that correctly. I got a middle name. I'm using it. It's Caleb Theodore Sherman. It's not a hyphenated situation. I'm not trying to legally distinguish myself from some other Caleb Sherman. I just say more names, more talent, baby. I'm trying to let you know. All the most talented people have 3 names. Sarah Jessica Parker, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Robert Downey Jr., that counts. We're going to count the juniors for the purposes of this show. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. That guy had like 7 names. If you don't think he was talented, you're racist. That's how it goes. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Neil Patrick Harris, Lee Harvey Oswald was talented. Look, not great that he shot JFK, but the official story is that he was a talented man. He was 3 shots in 8 seconds with a bolt-action rifle, 100 yards away, 6 stories up. Talented. You know what I'm saying? Dora the Explorer. Yeah. You've never seen her fail to stop Swiper from swiping. It's not gonna happen. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Brilliant detective. We know this. But obviously, I have 3 names like Krusty the Clown. I have 3 names like the clown has 3 names. I love Maine. Where my Maine is at? Yes. Naked pandering. Woo, Maine! I lived here about 10 years. I do love it. I do love it. I moved to Maine with a man who was obsessed with moose. That's why I'm here. That's the whole story. He was dying to see a moose. He needed to see a moose. Like, he became convinced that we were going to see a moose on our very first road trip from Pennsylvania to Portland, Maine. Yes, you laugh, but you guys have moose crossing signs in York County on 95. They are there just to fuck with the tourists. They were very effective on him. He saw that sign. He did not blink the rest of the trip. He was staring out the passenger side window, waiting for a moose. Caleb, you get that side, I get that side, we're going to see the moose. Lost his shit at the Kennebunk Rest Area statue of a moose. Gotta take a picture with that. Now, people will tell me, they're like, well, you could see a moose in York County on 95, but if you do, it's most likely to be at like 2 a.m. and the last thing you ever see. Thankfully, we made it to Portland safely without seeing any moose. We checked out apartments, we just gonna move here. We headed home the following day, 295 south. I realized someone was passing us in the left lane. As they got alongside us, I realized they were hauling something in a trailer, and as they got out in front of us, it became immediately quite apparent that what was in that trailer was in fact a dead moose. Which he hadn't seen yet because he was not blinking, staring out the passenger side window, waiting for a moose. And I didn't want him to miss his only opportunity to see a moose. Yeah. So I was like, oh look, there's a moose. Wait, what? They hunt the moose here? I was like, we already put the security deposit down. He was like, wait, is that why they have them on the agricultural license plates though? I was like, no, I don't know. Welcome to Maine. They probably eat the chickadees too. I don't know. And you don't, why not? Especially here in Portland, very foodie town. 3 or 4 of those state birds on a kebab would be a solid appetizer. And it would be so Maine to eat the state bird. Everywhere is weird. I love Maine's brand of weird, and I love how proud of all the weird you Mainers are. I love that. I love the pride. Like, do you guys know what your state flower is? Yeah, you do. You know that. Mainers are very proud of the pine cone. Just a note on that, guys. Not a fucking flower. Not a flower. I love that though, it's so Maine. I just love to imagine that at some point in history, a representative of the state of Maine stood up in a meeting and was like, oh yeah, we don't need one of those queer flowers, dude. We got a hard, scaly wooden seed pod. That's gonna do it for Maine, bub. I love that word as well, queer. It's good to be a queer up here. Where are my queers at? Damn, that's way queerer than I thought this was. Wow. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. That is cool. I am a queer. I'm one of the queer. I'm one of these they thems. I use the pronouns, but it's okay. I'm chill about it. Please don't tell the others that I'm chill about it. They collectively plural. They will lose their minds. They all know that. I think I just told you all guys as well. Don't tell them that either. Don't tell them anything. I'm going to say. No, the best part about being a they them, of course, is all the representation in movies and television. Because you'll always hear the villain say, I'm going to kill every last man, woman, and child. And I'm just like, yes, safe again. Never me. Always miss me. My family, very chill about it. Kind of too chill about it, actually. Almost too chill. Like, my mom called me up, because I have little nieces and nephews now. She was like, Caleb, we asked the internet for gender-neutral terms for aunt and uncle, and the internet gave us uncle or auntie. You can laugh. That's crazy. That's wild. Like, I pronounce aunt. So what am I, an ankle? I don't know if you can tell. I'm just not the kind of queer that's ever going to get away with serving aunt. Do you know? I'm not going to pull that off. We went with TT. TT's fun. TT's good. That makes sense. I am opening myself up to the possible future where, because I'm a really shitty TT, my nieces and nephews call me TT Kaka. Okay, it's the dumbest show I've ever written. I just wanted to say TT Kaka. That's hilarious to me. Okay. Also, I am bisexual. Okay. Yeah. No, that's the real vibe. I get it. It's, you don't care and you don't believe me. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. You look like me, you say you're bisexual. The straights think you're gay. The gays think you're a tourist. That's how it goes. I just think being bisexual, we're just the least disgusted by what everybody else is up to in the bedroom. Right? Yeah. Because you definitely hear a gay man be like, ew, vagina, yuck. You'll hear a lesbian be like, ew, penis, yuck. And a straight man will die before 50 to avoid a prostate exam. Bisexuals are just like, it's all fine. It's cool. So just chill. It's fine. And, you know, as few as they are, I would love to see a conversation between like these gatekeeping gays. Like, we're like, oh, you guys, you're not part of the queer community. I'd love to see a conversation between the gatekeeping gays, trying to explain to the line cooks at Cracker Barrel I used to work with that I am not a gay. I'd love to see that. I used to think I was more attracted to women than I am to men, but turns out, and I'm not proud of this, to my shame, I'm just exclusively attracted to men who are taller than me. Which is ridiculous. I'm 6'5". That's not right or fair. I'm so sorry to any of you mini monarchs out there. I'm so sorry, you little short kings. I don't like it any more than you do, okay? Because, like, what the fuck is this guy gonna have to look like to make me feel like a little spoon? You know? This is like a mountain from Game of Thrones. Shaquille O'Neal-sized motherfucker with a disproportionately small penis, please. Yeah, you get it. For obvious reasons, you know, I'm not a power bottom, I'm a flower bottom. I just want to feel fragile for once. The only fragile part of me is my asshole. That is, it's my curse. You know, it's just my curse. My eyes are bigger than my asshole. I don't want to be too graphic. It's like tissue paper back there, probably bleeding right now. That was too much. That went too far. That was too much information. No. We don't have to go all the way down the rabbit hole of this joke, but since you're so gay here tonight. Wow. So I don't know what makes an adult human more or less likely to get hemorrhoids like I do. I don't know what causes that. But I do know all the random common household objects I was shoving on my ass as a teenager. That did not help. Like one time my sister found a family ice cream scoop in the shower. Well, not that end, you animals. What do you is that? You know, they used to make them where you shake it, it would warm up for a better scoop. You remember those? It was a perfect sex toy they designed. They knew what they were doing. And I was like, I'm measuring conditioner with it. The conditioner, it's expensive. You gotta dollop it out. Just a good tool, which wasn't a total lie because I was using the conditioner as lube, obviously. Shampoo burns. I'm not the only one here who learned that the hard way. And, I just gotta yelp. That's fun. That's fun. Well, I say all this to say, if you're a parent of a teenager in here right now, if you think of yourself as like a progressive, sex-positive parent, you gotta buy your teen a dildo. I know that's hard to hear at comedy night, but honestly, where the fuck else are you gonna hear that shit? I have had EMTs, sex educators after shows come up to me and be like, you're doing a service. You should. Well, they don't want you buying them a dildo. Maybe just like get them 2 hairbrushes, you know. The hairbrush industry knows what it's doing. They know what they're doing. What is that thick gel handle for? What is that for? All right, you shouldn't have gone down the whole rabbit hole of this trip. I told you didn't have to. I thought you guys could hang. You're good. I'm also, my dream for doing that whole bit though, my dream is, my hope is that there's a homophobic dad in the crowd right now who's gonna go home and see everything in a new light. Yeah. He's gonna go home and just like throw out the vacuum cleaner, switch from bottles to cans. I love him to imagine that he can't get rid of all the dick-shaped objects in his home. He can't do it. But he will try. That's fine. I'm also in an open relationship, which you all want to hear about right now, about as much as you want to hear about a vegan diet. I get that. We don't like that label, of course. We don't like the label of like an open relationship. We just think of it as like an organic, sustainably sourced, cage-free relationship. You know? I don't want to come off as preachy. Our relationship just doesn't have any of those toxic preservatives that give bologna an unnaturally long shelf life. Do you know what I mean? A lot of couples unite here. And I'm not preaching. It just wasn't for me. Monogamy is not for everybody. It wasn't for me. I went through so many breakups before I learned that. Like, have y'all ever been on the way to somebody else's family's holiday party, just knowing that you're not going to be at next year's family holiday party? Some of you have definitely wasted another family's time like I have been. And I've been on the way to Thanksgiving dinner, like having looked at apartments that morning, you know what I mean? I've been on the way to Christmas dinner just praying that their parents were better at cooking than they clearly were at parenting. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. No. Very happy with my partner of 6 years now, though. We've been together 6 years, and we've developed a really adorable morning ritual that happens just about every morning. She'll always wake up. Her. Who's shocked? Anyway, always she wakes up hours before me, and then when she arises to the day, she doesn't just wake up. You know, she like arises, birds chirping. She'll call out my name. I go into the bedroom, and I just go, "Good morning." Good morning. Squeeze some farts out of her. Good morning. And some cute, funny shit happens. Usually involves us talking to each other in a baby voice, and based on the vibe in here, I don't know if I'm feeling vulnerable enough to continue to access my baby voice for you all. So that's a crazy thing that humans do. I read an article that said 2/3 of people in a relationship will talk to each other in a baby voice. So I'm just imagining 1/3 of you are in here right now like, what the fuck is wrong with these people doing baby voice? You're outnumbered. We're doing it. We're doing baby voice. But I used to go into a crowd. I used to ask someone Usually someone that looked very manly, I would be like, sample your baby voice for us. I don't do that anymore though, because this one time there was this young couple, and this young like college age kid, he got all red in the face. I could see the gears turning in his head. He was like, oh no, the bold thing to do right now is to do a baby voice. But he just went, Mommy! I felt so bad. I didn't mean to do that to the boy. I felt bad. So don't do it in public. I don't want my partner talking to me that way in public, but she has no shame about it. We'll be like at Hannaford, in the grocery store. She'll just be like, Caleb, it's your favorite. You know? I'll be like the other end of an aisle. She'll be like, Caleb, it's your favorite. Did you tell me these yum-yums? I'm just like, I don't know. She must have lost her kid. She sounds crazy right now. That's insane. Thank you very much, Empire Comedy Club. I'm Caleb.